Welcome to Government Degree College, Aరకు Valley YouTube channel. My name is B. Seethan Naidu, contract faculty in mathematics. Today I am teaching about vector spaces. Outlines are introduction, linear combination of vectors, linear independence and linear dependence of vectors, problems, theorems, additional information, conclusion. Now, the definition of linear combination of vectors. If V of f be a vector space, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n are elements of V, and a1, a2, and so on an are elements of f, then the vector delta equal to a1 alpha 1 plus a2 alpha 2 plus and so on plus an alpha n is called the linear combination of the vectors alpha 1, alpha 2 and so on alpha n. In this definition, V of f is a vector space. Alpha 1, alpha 2 and so on alpha n are elements of V. So, the delta equal to a1 alpha 1 plus a2 alpha 2 and so on an alpha n is called a linear combination of the vectors. Here, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n are elements of V that gives a1 alpha 1 plus a2 alpha 2 and so on plus an alpha n are an element of V because a1 is scalar, alpha 1 is a vector that gives a1 alpha 1 is an element of V because V of f is a vector space. By the definition, V is closed under scalar multiplication. Therefore, a1 alpha 1 belongs to V. Similarly, a2 alpha 2 belongs to V and so on an alpha n belongs to V. By closure law, we get a1 alpha 1 plus a2 alpha 2 and so on plus an alpha n belongs to V. Example, delta is 3, 12, 6 is a linear combination of the vector alpha equal to 1, 4, 2 since 3, 1, 3, 12, 6 equal to 3 into 1, 4, 2. So the vector delta can be written as delta equal to 3 into alpha, where alpha is 1, 4, 2. So delta is of the form delta equal to a alpha. So delta is a linear combination of alpha. Now see one problem. Express the vector 2, 3, 4 as a linear combination of the vectors 1, 1, 1 and minus 1, 0, 1. Let delta equal 2, 3, 4, alpha equal to 1, 1, 1 and beta equal to minus 1, 0, 1. So our problem is we can express the vector 2, 3, 4 as a linear combination of these two vectors, that is alpha and beta. Now consider delta equal to x alpha plus y beta. The delta that gives delta means 2, 3, 4 that is equal to x into alpha means 1, 1, 1 plus y into beta means minus 1, 0, 1. That gives 2, 3, 4 equal to x minus y comma x plus 0 comma x plus y. Equating, we get x minus y equal to 2 comma x equal to 3 comma x plus y equal to 4. By solving, we get x equal to 3. When x equal to 3, y equal to 1. Hence, delta equal to x alpha plus y beta, where x is 3 and y is 1. So that is 3 alpha plus 1 beta can be expressed as a linear combination of the vectors alpha and beta. Next problem, express the vector 1, minus 2, 5 as a linear combination of the vectors 1 comma 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2 comma 3 and 2 comma minus 1 comma 1. Solution. Let delta equal to 1 minus 2 5, alpha equal to 1 1 1, beta equal to 1 2 3, gamma equal to 2 minus 1 1 and delta equal to x alpha plus y beta plus z gamma. This is denoted by equation 1. Now delta means 1 comma minus 2 comma 5, that is equal to x into alpha 1 1 1 plus y into beta 1 2 3 plus z into gamma 2 comma minus 1 comma 1. That gives 1 comma minus 2 comma 5, that is equal to xxx plus y in 2y comma 3y plus 2z comma minus z comma z. Now equating, we get x plus y plus 2z equal to 1 comma x plus 2y minus z equal to minus 2 comma x plus 3y plus z equal to 5. On solving the above equations, we have x equal to minus 3, y equal to 3, z equal to 2. Verification. Since x equal to minus 6, y equal to 3, z equal to 2. Now RHS equal to x alpha plus y beta plus z gamma using equation 1, that is equal to minus 6 into 1 comma 1 comma 1 plus y means 3 into 1 comma 2 comma 3 plus 2 into 2 minus 1 1, that is equal to minus 6 comma minus 6 comma minus 6 plus 3 comma 6 comma 9 plus 4 comma minus 2 comma 2. That gives minus 6 plus 3 plus 4 comma minus 6 plus 6 minus 2 comma minus 6 plus 9 plus 2. On simplification, we get 1 comma minus 2 comma 5, that is delta. Therefore, LHS equal to RHS means delta equal to minus 6 alpha plus 3 beta plus 2 gamma. Therefore, delta can be expressed as linear combination of the vectors alpha, beta and gamma. Hence completed. Next problem. So that the vector 2 comma minus 5 comma 3 cannot be expressed as a linear combination of the vectors 1 comma minus 3 comma 2 comma 2 comma minus 4 comma minus 1 and 1 comma minus 5 comma 7. Here delta is 2 comma minus 5 comma 3, alpha is 1 comma minus 3 comma 2, beta is 2 comma minus 4 comma minus 1 and gamma equal to 1 comma minus 5 comma 7, and suppose delta equal to x alpha plus y beta plus z gamma. That gives 2 comma minus 5 comma 3 equal to x into alpha is 1 comma minus 3 comma 2 plus y into beta, that is y into 2 comma minus 4 comma minus 1 plus z into gamma is 1 minus 5 7. That gives 2 comma minus 5 comma 3 equal to x into 1 x into minus 3x x into 2 2x plus y into 2 2y minus 4y minus 5 plus z into on multiplying z, that vector, that gives z comma minus 5z comma 7z. On equating, x plus 2y plus z equal to 2 denoted by 1 minus 3x minus 4y minus 5z equal to minus 5, and that is denoted by equation 2, and 2x minus y plus 7z equal to 3, that is equation 3. Solving 1 and 2, we get y minus z equal to 1 by 2 denoted by 4. Solving 2 and 3, we get y minus z equal to 1 by 11 denoted by equation 5. Here 4 and 5 cannot hold simultaneously because y minus z equal to y minus z. That means 1 by 12 equal to 1 by 11 means 11 equal to 2. 11 equal to impossible. So, thus there exist no real values of xyz which satisfies the equation x alpha plus y beta plus z gamma equal to delta. Here, this problem can be solved as also solved as follows. The system Ax equal to b of the above equations is inconsistent, means has no solution. We have to find rank of A, rank of AB, and rank of A not equal to rank of B. Then the system has no solution. Thus, we get there exist no real values of xyz which satisfies the equation x alpha plus y beta plus z gamma equal to delta. Therefore, delta cannot be expressed as a linear combination of alpha, beta and gamma, hence completed. Linear span of a set definition. Let V of f be a vector space and S be a non-empty subset of V. The linear span of S is denoted by L of S and is defined as the set of all possible linear combination of finite subsets of elements of S. Therefore, L of S equal to set of all delta such that delta is a linear combination of the elements of S. That gives set of delta such that delta is linear combination means a1 alpha 1 plus a2 alpha 2 plus and so on plus an alpha n plus and so on. That is equal to delta such that delta equal to sigma ai alpha I over I, where ai belongs to f, alpha I belongs to S. Now, relation between S and alpha S. Let S equal to set of alpha 1, alpha 2 and so on alpha n. Since alpha 1 belongs to S, that gives alpha 1 equal to 1 into alpha 1. That gives alpha 1 equal to 1 into alpha 1 plus 0 into alpha 2 plus and so on 0 into alpha n. That means alpha can be written as a1 alpha 1 plus a2 alpha 2 plus and so on plus an alpha n, where a1 is 1, a2 is 0 and so on an is 0. That gives alpha 1 is linear combination of the vectors of S. That gives alpha 1 belongs to L of S. In general, we have alpha k belongs to S. That gives alpha k belongs to L of S. So every element of S is an element of L of S. That gives S is subset of L of S. Now, if S is empty, then we define linear span of S is singleton 0. If A is subset of B and B is subset of A, then A equal to B. Whenever X is an element of A and X is an element of B, every element of A is an element of B, then A is subset of B. Now, theorem. Let V of f be a vector space and S is any non-empty subset of V, then linear span of S is a subspace of V of f. To prove that subspace, the necessary and sufficient condition is a non-empty subset W of a vector space V of f is a subspace if A alpha plus B beta belongs to W, where A belongs to F and alpha comma beta belongs to W. Using that condition, we can prove this theorem. Let A comma B belongs to F and alpha comma beta belongs to L of S. Since alpha belongs to L of S, means alpha is a linear combination of the vectors of S. That gives alpha equal to a1 alpha 1 plus a2 alpha 2 plus and so on plus an alpha n. That can be written as sigma ai alpha I, where I equal to 1 to n. Since beta belongs to L of S, that gives beta is a linear combination of the vectors of S. That gives beta equal to b1 alpha 1 plus b2 alpha 2 plus and so on plus bn alpha n. That is sigma bi alpha I. Now A alpha plus B beta, that is equal to A into alpha is sigma AI alpha plus B into sigma BI alpha, where I equal to 1 to n. That can be written as sigma I equal to 1 to n AAI plus BBI into alpha I. That gives A alpha plus B beta equal to linear combination of the vectors of S. That gives A alpha plus B beta belongs to L of S. Therefore, L of S is a subspace of V. Next theorem. If S is S and T are two subsets of V of F. When S is subset of T, then L of S is subset of L of T. Proof. First, to prove that L of S subset of L of T means every element of L of S is an element of L of T. Take an element delta in L of S. Since delta is an element of L of S, so delta can be written as a linear combination of the vectors of S. That gives delta equal to A1 alpha 1 plus A2 alpha 2 plus and so on plus An alpha n, where AI belongs to F, means A1, A2, An are elements of F. Since alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n belongs to S, that gives alpha 1, alpha 2 and so on alpha n belongs to T, because S is subset of T. That gives delta equal to A1 alpha 1 plus A2 alpha 2 and so on plus An alpha n is a linear combination of the elements of T. That gives delta is an element of L of T. So every element of L of S is an element of L of T. Therefore, L of S is subset of L of T. Next theorem. If S is any subset of V of F, then S is a subspace of V if and only if L of S equal to S. Now suppose S is subspace of V. We prove that L of S equal to S. To prove that A equal to B, we have to prove that A subset of B, B subset of A. So to prove that L of S equal to S, we have to prove that L of S subset of S and S is subset of S. By definition of linear span, S is subset of L of S, denoted by 1. Let delta belongs to L of S. That means delta is a linear combination of vectors of S. That gives delta equal to A1 alpha 1 plus A2 alpha 2 and so on plus An alpha n, where I belongs to F, denoted by equation 2. Since alpha 1, alpha 2 and so on alpha n are elements of S and S is a subspace of V, for A1 belongs to F, alpha 1 belongs to S, A1 alpha 1 belongs to S. Similarly, A2 alpha 2 belongs to S, A3 alpha 3 belongs to S, and so on, An alpha n belongs to S. That gives A1 alpha 1 plus A2 alpha 2 and so on, An alpha n belongs to S by Clauser law. That gives this is nothing but delta belongs to S using equation 2. Therefore, delta belongs to L of S. That gives delta belongs to L of S. Delta belongs to S implies L of S subset of S. Every element of L of S is an element of S. From 1 and 2, we get L of S equal to S. S subset L of S and L of S subset of S. Therefore, we get L of S equal to S. Conversely, suppose that L of S equal to S. Now, we prove that S is a subspace of V. We already proved that L of S is a subspace of any subset S of V. Therefore, L of S is a subspace of V and L of S equal to S. L of S equal to S. Therefore, S is a subspace of V. Hence, proved. Next theorem. If S is any subset of V of F, then L of S equal to L of S. Let S is any subset of V of F. We prove that L of S equal to L of S. Let L of S equal to T, denoted by 1. Since L of S is a subspace of V of F, already proved, L of S means T is a subspace of V of F. That gives L of T equal to T, where T is L of S. That gives L of S equal to L of S using 1. Next theorem. If S and T are two subsets of V of f, then L of S union T equal to L of S plus L of T. Let A is subset of S union T, B is subset of S, and C is subset of T. Take an element alpha in L of S union T, that gives alpha is a linear combination of the elements of A, because A is subset of S union T. That gives alpha is a linear combination of the elements of B union C, because B is subset of S and C is subset of T. That gives alpha is a linear combination of the elements of B plus linear combination of the elements of C. That gives alpha belongs to linear span of B plus linear span of C, that is subset of L of S plus L of T, because B is subset of S and C is subset of T. That gives alpha belongs to L of S plus L of T. Therefore, alpha belongs to L of S union T implies alpha belongs to L of S plus L of T. That gives L of S union T is subset of L of S plus L of T, denoted by 1. Let delta belongs to L of S plus L of T. That gives delta equal to beta plus gamma, where beta is an element of L of S and gamma is an element of L of T. Since beta belongs to L of S, so beta can be written as a linear combination of the vectors of S. Since gamma is an element of L of T, so gamma can be written as a linear combination of the vectors of T. Therefore, delta equal to beta plus gamma. That means beta is linear combination of the vectors of S plus gamma means linear combination of the vectors of T. That gives delta is a linear combination of the vectors of S union T. That gives delta is an element of L of S union T. Therefore, every element of L of S plus L of T is an element of L of S union T. That gives L of S plus L of T is subset of L of S union T, denoted by 2. From 1 and 2 we get L of S union T equal to L of S plus L of T. Thank you.